Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss about the limitation of Bohr model of atoms. Now limitation of Bohr model. First, it was for the single electron species only. Bohr model is applicable for single electrons that revolve around the nucleus in the circular path. Here hydrogen, one proton and one electron revolve around this, so that model is applicable for this. Helium, two proton and two neutron present in. Now it was for the single electron species only. As you know that Bohr model is correct for the single electron that revolve around the nucleus in circular orbit in a plane. Here this is structure hydrogen and it has one proton and one electron. Hydrogen, this is helium and this is the lithium. 3 proton and 4 neutron. As it is correct for single electron, so that this is correct because only one electron revolve around this, but helium, this electron remove, and to form such 2 proton and 2 neutron and 1 electron removed, so that is form helium ion, so that Bohr model applicable for this. And also here this is 3 proton and 4 neutron. Here this remove and this electron also remove, so that only remain such type of this lithium 2 plus, so that Bohr model is applicable for the hydrogen, helium ion or lithium ion for this. This is not applicable for such type of structure where more than one electron revolve around the nucleus. As you know that in this model, if this is nucleus and this is the circular path, so that here is electron and force acting between these, F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Z into E divided by R square. Force exists this, but here only one electron. If another electron present here, then due to nucleus and this electron attraction force, so that revolve around this, but electron also present here, so that in this electron repulsion force acting, so that actual force is less than this, So this model is only applicable for one electron where nucleus surrounding this revolve. Now here, if we take the sodium around this 11 electrons, but if sodium ion 10 plus 10 electron remove this, so that only one electron remains around the nucleus, so that Bohr model is applicable for this, not applicable for this. Now, according to Bohr theory, one and only one spectral line can originate from an electron between any two energy level. As you know that if the electron to observe energy and change their path, lower energy level to higher energy level, and after staying 10 to the power minus 8 seconds to back to lower energy level to radiate electromagnetic wave. In this case, here from an electron between any two energy level, according to this, only one spectral line obtained. He could not explain the effect of magnetic field, Zeeman effect, and electric field Stark effect for the splitting line. As you know that if now he could not explain, Bohr could not explain the effect of magnetic field, Zeeman effect here. This is a magnet. Due to this, magnetic field create and single spectral line passes through this. This break, one line break into two or more than two spectral line. It means that if the single spectral line passes through magnetic field, it break into more than one line. This phenomena is called the Zeeman effect. So that in the Bohr model, only one spectral line can be originated from an electron between any two energy level. But here, if we apply magnetic field, we get more than one spectral line. So Bohr don't explain this. Similarly, in the Stark effect, if the single spectral line passes through the electric field, here two electric plates, one positive charge, here negative charge. This is two plates here, and one spectral line passing through the electric field. Then it breaks down a split into more than one spectral line. This phenomena is known as Stark effect. So Bohr could not explain this. Here he could not explain the effect of magnetic field, Zeeman effect, and the electric field Stark effect for splitting two lines. And as you know that in Bohr model, only one electron revolves around the nucleus. In the planar but the geometry of atom is in 3 dimensions, so that Bohr cannot explain the 3-dimension geometry of the atoms, and here main objects to its model, main objection its model is that nature of matter and uncertainty principle, which say that path of motion of electron could not be well defined. As you know that Bohr model say that electron behave like particles, and with respect to this Bohr model developed, but as you know that atomic structure has 3 dimension geometry, so that motion of electron cannot be well defined according to the Bohr models. Now de Broglie equation in 1924, de Broglie suggested that all matters objects have dual character. They behave as particles as well as waves. It means that the radiation that behave like particle as well as waves, it is suggested by the de Broglie equations. Now, in case of photons, that is wave characters. Here E is equal to h nu is equal to c by lambda. It is explained by the Planck quantum theory in 1900, and particle natures E is equal to mc square was given by, according to Einstein equations. Now particle nature E is equal to mc square according to Einstein equations. That is energy hc by lambda, and here energy mc square, both are equal, so that hc by lambda equal to mc square. This means that one c remove, here lambda equal to h by mc. Then as you know that de Broglie equations, de Broglie suggests that matter object behave like particle as well as wave here, so that lambda is equal to h by mv. V velocity of electron here, that is a momentum, mass into velocity is momentum, h by under 2mk, and this is 2m, k is equal to qv. Q is the charge on the particles, and V is the potential on the particles. Now one problem calculates de Broglie wavelength associated with electron in the first of hydrogen atoms. As you know that lambda is equal to h by mv. Formula for velocity here, h is a Planck constant, m is the mass of particle, that is here electron, and v is velocity of electron 2.18 into 10 to the power 6 jet by m meter per second. Here for hydrogen, atomic number is equal to 1 and first orbit n is equal to 1. Putting this is equal to here lambda equal to 6.62 into 10 to the power 34 and mass of electron 9.1 into 10 to the power 31 minus 31 into 2.18 into 10 to the power 6. Here comes in meters. Now 6.62 and 9.1 and this 19.838 and this comes here minus 6 minus 40 and this comes here plus 31, that is minus 9 and 0.33 into 10 to the power minus 9 meter. So that 3.3 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter and 1 angstrom equal to 10 to the power minus 10 meter. So that 3.3 angstrom. This is the de Broglie wavelength here. Now in the under the atomic structure we discuss about physics. Here physics साइंस का वह भाग है जिसमें हम नेचर का या नेचर के फेनोमेना का अध्ययन करते हैं। इस प्रकृति के अंदर जो भी घटनाएं घटित होती है, चाहे कोई भी एक्सीडेंट होता है या कोई भी चीज हम बनाते हैं या भूकंप आता है या ज्वालामुखी है, जितनी भी प्रकृति के अंदर घटनाएं घटित होती है उसका अध्ययन हम लोग फिजिक्स के अंतर्गत करते हैं। यहाँ जो है अप टू 900 और 900 ईस्वी तक जो है जो भी फिजिक्स हम लोगों ने अध्ययन किया वह जो है उसको हम क्लासिकल फिजिक्स कहते हैं जो है। और इस क्लासिकल फिजिक्स के मुख्यतः 3 पार्ट होते हैं जो है। एक क्लासिकल मैकेनिज्म है, थर्मोडायनामिक्स है, दूसरा जो है इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिज्म है। किसी भी फेनोमेना को एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए क्लासिकल फिजिक्स के रूल की सहायता लेते हैं। फिजिक्स के अंदर जो भी रूल है या इस नेचर में जो भी परिवर्तन होता है उसको हम लोग क्लासिकल फिजिक्स के अंतर्गत जो रूल है उसकी सहायता से एक्सप्लेन करते हैं। आगे चलकर जब फिजिक्स का विस्तार हुआ तो कुछ जगह इन तीनों के द्वारा फेनोमेना को एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया जा सका। मुख्यतः जो है डोमेन है वेयर लॉ ऑफ क्लासिकल फिजिक्स फेल कर गया। जैसे जो है व्हेन द वेलोसिटी ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट इज वेरी हाई नियर अबाउट 10 to the power 8 meter per second. This is the velocity of light. As you know that प्रकाश 10 to the power 8 मीटर पर सेकेंड के चाल से गति करता है। यदि किसी बॉडी का वेग नियर अबाउट वेलोसिटी ऑफ लाइट के बराबर हो तो उसे जो है क्लासिकल फिजिक्स द्वारा उसे एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया जा सकता है। या जो है एटॉमिक रियल है, एटॉमिक है, एटम के क्षेत्र में है, जैसे इलेक्ट्रॉन, प्रोटॉन, न्यूट्रॉन। पर क्लासिकल फिजिक्स का रूल अप्लाई नहीं हुआ। इसे एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए जो है थियरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी का जन्म हुआ जो आइंस्टीन सर आइंस्टीन के द्वारा दिया गया है। और एटॉमिक रियलिस्ट को एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए क्वांटम मैकेनिज्म का जन्म हुआ जो है। अब जो है 14 दिसंबर 1900 ईस्वी के पहले के जो फिजिक्स है उसको हम लोग क्लासिकल फिजिक्स कहते हैं। इसके बाद के जो फिजिक्स है 1900 से लगभग 1930 ईस्वी तक का उसको ओल्ड क्वांटम फिजिक्स कहते हैं। और उसके बाद की जो फिजिक्स है उसको हम लोग एडवांस क्वांटम मैकेनिज्म कहते हैं जो है। हियर मैक्स प्लैंक produced a paper to explain black body radiations. 14 December 1900 मैक्स प्लैंक के द्वारा जो है एक पेपर सबमिट किया गया जिसमें जो है ब्लैक बॉडी रेडिएशन की चर्चा की गई। और उसमें जो है E=h/nu समीकरण दिया गया। ब्लैक बॉडी रेडिएशन के अनुसार ब्लैक बॉडी एक तरह का फेनोमेना है जो रेडिएशन को ऑब्जर्व कर सकता है या इमिट कर सकता है। इस तरह दिस रूल ऑफ द क्लासिकल the rule of the classical physics cannot explain the black body radiation। यह जो है क्लासिकल फिजिक्स ब्लैक बॉडी रेडिएशन को एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सका। लेकिन जो है मैक्सवेल के द्वारा दिया गया जो समीकरण E=hν है, रेडिएशन विल बी इन फॉर्म ऑफ पार्टिकल एज अकॉर्डिंग टू फॉर्म रेडिएशन जो है behave like as a particles। After that different scientists to say that the radiation behave like particles and so on। Now we discuss further। Now Heisenberg uncertainty principle and after that Schrödinger, both the scientists to develop the theory Heisenberg uncertainty principle to assume the radiation as a particle nature and Schrödinger to develop the theory as a wave nature। Now here Heisenberg uncertainty principle, according to this he pointed out that simultaneously prediction of positions and momentum for subatomic particle, electron, proton and neutron with precision or accuracy is not possible if certainty in position is less then uncertainty in the momentum will be more। Vice versa, it means that certainty of position is less than or certainty of momentum is more, so that delta x into delta p, that is a momentum greater than equal to h/4 pi, where delta x equal to uncertainty in the position and delta p equal to uncertainty in the momentum। Now delta p means this is a momentum delta mv। It can be written as m is a constant, that is a mass of electron here, delta v। Now show that delta x into delta p greater than equal to h/4 pi and delta p can be written as m delta v, so that delta x into delta v m, change the sign h by 4 pi m. This is the Heisenberg concentrated principle here. Now here position and this is the velocity of electron. One problem here in an atom and electron is moving with the speed of 600 meter per second. Accuracy 0.005%. Accuracy is certainty with which is the position of electron can be located. Now delta V here are given in an atom. An electron is moving with the speed of 600 meter per second. Accuracy is इतने percent, so that delta V equal to 600 into 5%. 100 220 cancel 0.03 meter per second. So that delta x position जो है equal to h by 4 pi m into delta V, and putting the value of x 6.625 into 10 to the power 34 4 pi 3.14 m, mass of electron 9.1 into 10 to the power 31, and into V here calculate 0.03 meter per second. After solving this we get 1.92 into 10 to the power -3 meter. This is the distance, position of electrons where it moves 600 meter प्रति second. Now like and subscribe my videos, share with your friends. Thank you.